Hi YouTube, hope you're having a great day. This is one of my favorite parts of the video where I get to go over comments from the previous week. I love reading the comments from the previous week. There's some good ones. I like them. I like them a lot. If you guys want to be in these videos, you gotta leave a comment and you might get in. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we'll start with Noob Heroes 7 talking about the Ultimate Cup format. It's a fun event where the theme is single colored. I understand people being upset about the last minute rules and announcement that throws an entire wrench into pre-planning, which at this point feels intentional, and yet doesn't surprise me since this apparently has happened before. But a lot of players are still going to show up. It's going to be really fun. This is all solid. Absolutely. A very good analysis. It is fun, and it's a very close time crunch for sure. There are people that like to play weeks in advance before a format. Now, if you're playing in the 18th Ultimate Cup, you only have like 2 weeks to play test. If you're playing in the other one, you have 3 weeks to play test. Plus, you have a whole other Ultimate Cup before that to kind of get data from. You know what I mean? So it is an interesting thing. I think there's enough time to play test, but nonetheless, it's still really good. It's still really fun. People are holding BT11 Ultimate Cup modified formats. People as in at least Tyler and at least me on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Which, by the way, I am doing one tonight. So join my Discord. Link is in the description if you want more information on how to join my tournaments. They're really, really fun. All right, we're moving on to the next comment. Flo the God King. So how does this affect colorless white cards? If you use, for example, Analog Youth or the colorwise red deck, does it count the second color? That'd be legal. It's illegal. White is its own color. So if you play red, you can't play white. If you play white, you can't play red. It is a very black or white format. Not black and white. Black or white. And substitute that with whatever color you want. Aris. One of my biggest fans. This is hyper nostalgia. Like all the cards focus on games and anime, and being able to play my personal favorite protagonists and try out new things that keep me excited. Keep up the good work, Mario. I will keep up the good work. That's one reason people like Digimon so much. It is just anime bait to a certain extent. Collectors like it. Players like playing with their favorite cards. It's cool. It's a very nice feeling for sure. Kirk Gallup. This is the most enjoyment I've ever gotten of a card game. I love Digimon. And Digimon is fun, and the game is fun. Coming from Yu-Gi-Oh! Most recently, I hated the game by the end. I don't like the feeling of if I don't win turn one, I lose. Yu-Gi-Oh! Can be a lot like that, for sure. But, for example, currently we live in a Kashtira format, basically, where that sucks. But Digimon, very back and forth. And this Ultimate Cup format where it is actually a little bit slower than regular BT11, which is really, really cool. And yeah, I'm glad that Kirk is getting the most enjoyment ever. It's really nice. Mitchell Iglesias says the EX2 Impmon is getting a full art reprint guaranteed in each Beelsmon starter deck, at least 2 copies. It might not be technically Rax Rarity, but the art is much nicer. I fully expect the OG alt to keep going down, never reprint gaining value again. I don't know if I agree with this, but time will tell. I don't think if it loses value, it'll lose a lot of value, because EX2 Impmon is not the easiest card in the world to pull. Like, I opened 2 cases of BT6 back in the day, not starting at EX2 back in the day, and I pulled 1 or 2. So like the card isn't easy, and because of that, it's going to retain some value for sure. And I think the art is subjective. I know people that like the Ex2 art more. I do. I like it. It's very, very cool. Very nice. And that will impact, just the sheer quantities will impact everything. Like this Impmon in the Beelsmon Star deck could probably be like $2-3. And the regular EX2 alt art will continue to be kind of pricey. Not super crazy, but it's fine. Vaughn here says he's not sure what he'd consider max rarity between the pre-release or regular and pack foils, but I prefer the non-stamped foil cards. Never been a fan of stamped cards. That might be a hot take. It's interesting. It's definitely a topic for consideration because there are a lot of foil cards in BT11, but there's also a lot of pre-release cards in BT11. I do think that people consider the pre-release cards rare because they are technically harder to get. But, at the end of the day, I guess it is subjective as to what you think max rarity is. I've had this argument before. I'm going to keep fighting it for certain things, but on this pre-release versus foils, pre-release is probably max rarity, but if you hate the text on the card, just go foil. Style vendor. Reading. Have a group of 5 or 6 friends that have all gotten a Digimon. I'm starting to want to play competitively the more I get into it. Mervamon made me fall for Crossheart. Mervamon, and I'm excited about Beelzemon and BT12. There's so much in that set that looks good. BT12 is a crazy set. I'm looking forward to Beelzemon and Red Hybrid and Shine Greymon stuff and the odd other thing. It looks like a really fun set. It looks like a very, very imbalanced Power Crept set that will definitely cause people to get angry at Digimon, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. There are very cool things, though, in that format, for sure. Loney J. Waffle. I'm sorry, I'm a huge One Piece fan, but F the card game and the limit amount of stock and the third-party sellers, and F the scalpers, but I'm sticking with Digimon. Yes, One Piece will be this way for the next few sets. That's how it happened with Digimon, if you guys remember. Back when the first few Digimon sets came out, it was impossible to get product. It was scalped. It was abused. It was absolutely crazy. One Piece is going to do the same thing. Just give it time, and it'll be fine. Savan Patel says, I didn't even care about Larkana at first, but the info you're dropping about the game every now and then has me interested now. Any deadlines to know about when thinking about picking up starters and boxes? I missed the wave when One Piece started. I like this a lot. First of all, I am really happy to know that people are getting into Larkana. That makes me super excited because I'm going in. So it's nice that I'm already, convincing people to play. I know you're not the first person, Savan. There's a lot of people I've convinced to play the game, but it's good. It's really nice. We don't know much about product yet. I could do a really quick check, but trust me, as soon as there's product, I am making a video and everyone in the world will know. So do not worry. You will know the information as soon as I know the information. Patinar, or Petnar, can we get a full video talking about deck building philosophy you mentioned, of assuming you don't have what you need for those of us who can't catch the Twitch streams? I've been asked this multiple times. My deck building philosophy is a multi-pronged process. Am I going to get into it on this comment reading video? I am not. Can I be convinced to make a separate video about it? If people want it, sure. At the end of the day, I think it's fine. It's a good topic. Ashfield. Ashfield has been promoting promo Black War Gray since it started Greymon deck BT5. It's an insane card. Any veteran TCG player should have been seeing the value, especially on Spoilers BT9. I have more than a playset of them. It used to be 50 cents. See, what's really cool about this guy's comment is I have a playset Black War Gray promo, and I'm really, really happy about it. I sold my extras when it kind of went up to $5. BT9 is funny, because I remember at a regionals, I played Sealed Only Gallantmon, like the first regional, and some guy played the promo Black War Gray on me, and I was like, really? That's wild. That's insane. And it was kind of funny. So, yeah, the card's really good. It is playable, and you will see it everywhere. Especially in the Ultimate Cup format, I think you'll see it there, too. Johnny Hellkite says, I consistently purchase from new sellers and have yet to be scammed. They usually offer the best price, and everyone has to start somewhere. Thank you. To all the people in my comment section that say, F the new sellers with no feedback. Seriously? Everyone has to start somewhere. So, what happens if I start selling TCG Player? Am I all of a sudden a scummy, garbage businessman? You know what I mean? That's not how it works. So, it's nice to see people giving chances and shots to the new people, because everyone was a new person at one point. Rick Ford says, shh, don't tell the Facebook groups that. Like, they joined the Larkana group, they complain and hate on anyone covering it. Thanks for the video. Okay, I included this comment because in my Facebook group for Larkana, which, by the way, I will proudly still say my Facebook group for Larkana is the biggest on Facebook right now, unofficially. Like, except for the official group, but whatever. There's been a slew of people lately that have been harping on myself as a content creator and other content creators as well, saying basically, why are you making videos right now? We know nothing. If you don't want to watch the video, if you think the videos are a waste of time, don't watch the videos. Don't interact. But there are some people, there's definitely more people getting value and enjoyment out of the Larkana videos that exist right now than there are people complaining about it by a very, 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 very large margin. These people are just salty spittoons. And some people were even criticizing like educated analysis based on what we know in the game, saying, okay, it's not confirmed. Yes, true, but we know enough that we can now make some educated inferences for sure. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if half the stuff I've said on the game or other content creators ends up being reality just because of what we know. I think we're at that point where we know enough. We don't know what the lore counters are on the side of the cards. We don't know what your mana system is in the game. And we don't know if there is a draw phase, standby phase, main phase, battle phase, main phase. We don't know any of that, and we don't know exactly what the win condition is. But we pretty much know everything else. Through the text of the cards we've seen so far, we do basically know everything else. So, take that as you will. The final comment today goes to B²24. I really like the overview of cards. I agree, I immediately thought of Hook when I saw this card referring to the pocket watch. I didn't think of Mulan, but that looks like it could be really strong too. Absolutely. Based on the cards we know, I think the pocket watch works best with Hook, Mulan, and Scar, but time will tell, right? Anyway, that's it for today's video. You let me know what you think in the comment section below. Leave a comment if you want to be included next time. You might get in, and we'll see you later. Bye, guys. Have fun.